welcome back to Still Little Teams. We are on episode 9, and today I want to chat to you about Varesa Superconduct. So you can play this as a melt team, but essentially the idea is I have a Varesa here, level 70 out of 80, with a crit ratio of 74.4 over 201.3. I don't want to take away her Witsith. I want to keep her at over 200 crit damage. So what I decided is to give her 2 cryo supports. So my Varesa is C0, talent 666, and the artifact I want to highlight is the crit damage circlet that's causing all of these. As you can see, it's starred, so for me it has like all the substats I would want on a crit damage circlet. So yeah, I don't want to take away her weapon, I don't want to take away her circlets, so we are playing double cryo with her. Now at the moment I have Rosaria and Chi-Chi here. Generally you can use any 2 cryo characters. I like using Chi-Chi because my Chi-Chi has 1300 attack, R5 Sword of Notzisenkreuz, 2-piece Maiden, 2-piece Ocean Hued Clam. She's C2 and her talents are 333. Now I have tried this team in 2 variations. I will showcase one in Abyss and one in the Overworld. The one we're showing in the Overworld is with Rosaria. My Rosaria is on a Dragonspine Spear. She has 4-piece Pale Flame. She is C6 and her talents are 4, 6, 7. And then for the melts, we're using Xinyan. My Xinyan has 1271 defense. I'm having her use Noelle's Whited Blind. She is also on 4-piece Pale Flame. Then she is C4 and her talents are 262. Now for the Abyss, we are using 2 different characters for this team. We are using Kazuha. My Kazuha is level 70 out of 80 with 380 EM and on Freedom Thorn. He has 4-piece Viridescent, C0 and 254. And then we are also using Citlali. So my Citlali has 318 EM, she is on a Wandering Evening Star, a 4-piece Scroll, C0, and her talents are 222. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go into the Abyss. I've already gone through floor 3 of the 5.5 Abyss, so by the way these builds are as of the day they were during 5.5 on my account. But yeah, so you remember those 60 Eremites? I'm just going to run through them and see how long it takes us. I think the best I've had here was 2 minutes, which for my account is phenomenal. But yeah, as you can see, we are just plunging with Varesa. And every once in a while we reapply the cryo. I actually really like Chi-Chi on this team because she has quite decent off-field cryo application. Obviously, if you wanted to do it better, you could use Layla, but then you would have to find a different cryo shielder, and then we have nobody to hold scroll. Well, a cryo healer. You would need a healer in this team. Obviously you can just speedrun with Varesa if your Varesa is built enough, but in general I always prefer having a healer on my teams. The reason we have Kazuha here instead of Xinyan is just to group the Eremites, which is why I will be showing the Xinyan team separately. And yeah, look at that, we're almost halfway done with the Eremites. And one thing with Varesa that I really like about her, it is kind of annoying sometimes, but she auto-targets. It is low-key bugged, but at the moment, but the game is aware of it. They've said that they're gonna fix this in the future. But yeah, Varesa auto-targets. So we're at 35, we need to apply some cryo with Citlali. Let's hope some of the guys get it, and just activate Chi-Chi's skill, because when you have Chi-Chi's skill active, Varesa can apply the cryo. Obviously we want to group with Kazuha whenever we can. If you can't group with Kazuha, you'll have to make do. A lot of these Eremites are archers, so they're just not gonna attack you directly, so you have to go to them. But yeah, this is just a silly little team that I like to use for this abyss. Obviously we're not gonna 3-star here because this is only the first half, and I have another silly little team on the second half. On the second half I'm using Layla Melt. This abyss is more for fun for me because I just really like cryo. No Chi-Chi. Now if you do group them better, you can actually clear faster here, and you can clear it at a reasonable time. And damage wise, this team is comparable to my Yansan and my Kujosada builds, which is quite honestly ridiculous. But let this be a lesson to build your Yansan and your Kujosada. Boom. So now I'm actually just gonna switch out, and we're gonna do the overworld version of Varesa Superconduct. I really like this team. It is so silly. It is the epitome of silly little teams. I've come up with a lot of silly little teams with Varesa. Let's just do a Mora ley line in Mondstadt. I am incredibly low on Mora because I did level Varesa's artifacts while technically wanting to save for Escoffier. We'll do that one. Defeat all opponents. That'll be a nice thing to do. Look at those guys. Let's see if we even get a full rotation in. Yeah, we do. And now some Helitrolls are going to fall down the cliff. And finally, and you see the little cryo around Varesa? That is her applying cryo with Chi-Chi's skill, which is why I prefer Chi-Chi over, for example, Charlotte here. And yeah, this is Varesa Superconduct.